The eccentric, narcissistic, visionary, showman, enfant terrible, flamboyant and dreamlike paintings all can describe a small part of Salvador Dali's characteristics. He was a complex and multifaceted painter and actor who became one of the most celebrated and respected artists of 20th century. However, there are many surprising facts about him that after watching this video you probably cannot stop thinking about them for a couple of days. Salvador Dali was born on May 11, 1904 in Spain and was the second of 3 children born to a middle-class family. Dali's father was a prominent lawyer who was strict in the education of his children, but his mother always encouraged Salvador's love for art, which led to a special bond between them. However, at the age of 16, Dali's mother passed away, and he always referred to the experience as the greatest blow in his life. Also, Dali had an elder brother named Salvador, who passed away from a stomach infection 9 months before Dali was born. When Dali was 5, he was taken to his brother's grave and was told by his parents that it was his brother's reincarnation. A belief he carried into his adult life and inspired him to paint the portrait of my dead brother in 1963. Salvador Dali started to paint highly sophisticated drawing at an early age. The painting caught his parents' attention and they strongly supported his artistic talent and even built him an art studio before he entered art school. Also, when Dali was 14 years old, his father organized an exhibition of his charcoal drawing in the family home, and by 1919, the 15-year-old artist had his first public exhibition. In 1922, Dali enrolled at the Academia de San Fernando in Madrid, where he brought his eccentricity to a new level. Growing long hair and sideburns, and dressing in the style of English athletes of the late 19th century. However, he was expelled from the academy twice in 1923 and 1926 for criticizing his teachers and their methods, and for accusation of inciting unrest. After leaving the academy, Dali made several trips to Paris, where he met influential painters such as Picasso, whom he revered a lot, and other surrealist artists including René Magritte, John Miro, and Max Ernst. He quickly became involved in the surrealist movement and began to create artworks that explore the subconscious mind and the world of dreams. Dali experienced a remarkable year in 1929 as he met his future wife Gala, who would become his muse and lifelong partner. Also, Dali collaborated with filmmaker Luis Buñuel on their iconic surrealist film Un Chien Andalou, which is considered a masterpiece of surrealist cinema even to this day. Salvador Dali painted his most famous work, and perhaps the most famous painting of surrealist movement in 1931. This masterpiece, titled The Persistence of Memory, includes several ideas within the image, notably that time is not rigid and everything is impermanent. However, Salvador Dali was expelled from surrealist group in 1934 due to his political views as being sympathetic to fascist regime of Francisco Franco in Spain. Also, his growing fame and commercial success made some surrealists feel that he was compromising his artistic integrity by catering to popular taste and mass market demand. During World War II, Dali and his wife moved to United States. These were important years for Dali. The Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art in New York gave him his own retrospective exhibit, and Dali reached the height of his fame in America. However, after the end of the war, Dali returned to his beloved Spain in 1948 and spent the rest of his life there until his death. Dali created numerous artworks and masterpieces throughout his lifetime, such as The Elephant, The Great Masturbator, Metamorphosis of Narcissus, Galaxy of the Spheres, Dream Caused by the Flight of a Bee, The Face of War, Christ of St. John of the Cross, and many more. However, the death of his beloved wife in 1982 and the weakness of his hands, which led to his retirement from painting in his final years, sent him into deep depression, and on January 23, 1989, Dali died of heart failure at the age of 84. So let me finish this video with Salvador Dali's most famous quotes. But first, make sure to subscribe and press the like button so more people can watch this video and learn about this great painter. Have no fear of perfection, you'll never reach it. Every morning when I wake up, I experience an exquisite joy. The joy of being Salvador Dali. And I ask myself in rapture, what wonderful things is this Salvador Dali going to accomplish today? A true artist is not one who is inspired, but one who inspires others. Surrealism is destructive, but it destroys only what it considers to be shackles limiting our vision. Intelligence without ambition is a bird without wings. The thermometer of success is merely the jealousy of malcontents. Mistakes are almost always of a sacred nature. Never try to correct them. On the contrary, rationalize them. Understand them thoroughly. After that, it will be possible for you to sublimate them. Give me 2 hours a day of activity, and I'll take the other 22 in dreams.